Hi, I'm Francesca Hoagie, and I am a dating coach. My website is francescahoagie.com, and I'm here today because I work with amazing single people, and I help them to connect with other singles and to really shift their perspective. And my coaching is really transformative for my clients, but that is not translating on my website. My website copy, I know, is not what it should be. My website is not converting well, and I'm here today for some help in getting that better.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Now you look a little familiar. Have I seen you on TV before?
Yes, you have.
Where do you appear?
So currently I appear on the Today Show with Kathy Lee and Hoda. And I do a dating and relationship segment there with Matthew Hussey, who's a friend of yours.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love talking to anyone who talks about relationships. I think it's one of the most interesting areas. So I was very excited to get to meet you. I want to talk about your business a little bit. I want to talk about your understanding of your customer. What are you helping these people do? Who are these people? What are their problems? And we're gonna look at some of the copy on your site.
Okay.
And then we'll just kind of work on some copy together right here on the spot.
Okay, it's exciting.
All right, who is your client? Who are the kind of people you're serving?
So I work with single professional women, the majority of them between 35 and 45. And they have different situations. Some of them are divorced, some of them have never been married, and some of them have never really been in a serious relationship.
What do you find are the most common situations for them? Like, what are the best clients for you?
So I really love the clients that have very little relationship experience, because it's so easy for them to have wins and have those wins really quickly. And to, when somebody comes to me feeling like I'm undateable, men don't look at me, men don't approach me, and I feel like there's something wrong with me. And we can shift that so quickly that they're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I actually have a date, and I'm starting to connect with guys. That's really gratifying for me.
I'm already hearing copy. I'm seeing it float in my head. So you just said so many things. I want everyone listening to pay attention. You said a lot of vivid things. You said, I'm undateable. Wow, that's an interesting phrase.
Yeah.
Guys don't hit on me. That's something that's very gendered. No guy would ever say, girls don't hit on me.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, of course they don't. You're a guy. And then, and then the idea that you can help them get quick wins. And then you said, I'm going on a date. So that's a win.
That's a win.
A win is going on a date.
Yeah.
Sort of doesn't matter at this stage if it's a great date or not. It's just a date,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I got it. So you like those clients. Would you be interested in focusing only on those clients, or are you going to continue serving all the other clients as well?
I want to continue serving all the other clients as well, because I also find it really gratifying when I work with someone who, maybe they've been dating a lot, but they're dating the wrong kinds of people. And then when we can shift that, and instead of dating the guys who don't want to commit to them, or they're having the same pattern over and over, and we can break that pattern and show them that, yes, there are quality guys out there, and you can connect with them, and you can find them. All the good ones aren't taken. That's really gratifying too. So I love that.
All the good ones aren't taken.
They are not taken.
Another very loaded, powerful, emotional phrase. A little different than what our other group has. Their problem is I'm undateable, AKA nobody hits on me, nobody looks at me. And this one, they don't have a problem getting people to talk to them, getting guys to hit on them, but they don't want those kind of guys.
Yeah.
They want
the right guys.
The right guys.
The quality. Quality is the word they always use. Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah. Like where are the quality guys? Or no quality guys out there.
What's the phrase that people use? Where have all the good guys gone, or something like that? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
they're either married or gay.
They're either married or gay.
That's what they say.
Perfect.
They're wrong, but that's what they say.
Perfect. But my question to you is, those are two pretty different audiences. Like, if I were going to write an amazing sales page, I could write one for either one, but they are different.
They are.
Women who have no one looking at them and they're 35 years old, that's like, I mean, the copy just unfolds. It's like everyone else was talking about, oh, I can't believe this guy's talking to me. Nobody even talks to me at all. So that's that.
Yeah.
And then over here, it's like, I dated these guys, they said one thing, they did another. I'm not looking for, like, maybe when I was younger, I was doing this. Now I'm looking for that. I'm in a different phase of my life, blah, blah, blah. That's a whole different thing, right?
It is.
So in your mind, as the expert in this area, how do you integrate these two, or is it possible?
Well, now that you're pointing this out to me, it's just something that I feel that I should have noticed already. I think maybe that's part of my problem, is that I'm just trying to straddle that middle line and appeal to everyone at all times, which might be a little bit of the challenge.
Let me ask you another question about women who are 35 versus 45. Now, you know a lot of women in the New York area, although your clients are not necessarily limited here.
Right, they're all
everywhere.
over.
What do you think is in general the difference between a single woman who's 35, what does she say, what are her hopes, fears, and dreams, versus a woman who's 45 and single?
So the 35-year-olds tend to be more focused on really getting married and starting families. They feel like I have a small window left and I need to really capitalize on that.
You mean, what does the window refer
So
to?
in terms of like their biological clock,
Okay,
they want to have children,
Okay.
so they feel a lot of pressure. They feel like I've got to meet the guy, I've got to meet him now, I've got to start, having babies.
I'm on a timetable.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they have a big time pressure, and then whereas a 45-year-olds, some of them might already have kids, or they're 45 and they're like, I'm probably not going to have a kid, or that's not their focus. So their focus is just to find that life partner, but they would like to do that sooner rather than later.
I see.
Yeah. So there's always urgency, but kind of for different reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, the good thing I'm hearing is a lot of understanding of your customer. You've sliced it up into 4 different segments already, right? 35, 45. We talked about 2 different kinds of women, what they're looking for, undateable and quality men. So you understand these different customers.
Yeah.
That's good. What's a little confusing, I think, is that you've just told them all you can help them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can.
I can.
But I can help a lot of people too. But I choose to focus on one area, the area that is the most rewarding, the area I want to, the area that generates business, right? And those are all choices.
Yeah.
What I'm going to recommend to you is that you really think hard about who you really want to focus on. If you're really good at one area, other people may trickle in because they're like, oh my God, I saw her on the Today Show. Oh my God, I love what she put on her YouTube channel. Awesome. And let them come sort of as a matter of chance. They just came in. But I really want you to put that target market at the center of your world. Right now, you're just trying to get everybody, right? It's like using a huge net with big netting in it. So you're trying to get every fish, but ironically, every fish just goes right through the net.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Totally.
All right.
Totally makes sense.
Let's take a look at your numbers in terms of your business, and then we'll take a look at some of your copy.
Okay.
Okay. Tell us how the business is doing.
So the business is growing. So I'm now getting a pretty steady stream of clients. So I just had my first $10,000 month, which is super exciting.
Awesome.
So I'd like to have more of those, and more. So business is getting better, but it hasn't been stable. So it's been like there's some months where I get 4 new clients, and then there's a month where I get 1 new client, and so it's been very up and down.
These are clients who come to your website, sign up, and they get some kind of engagement, 1 month, 3 months, et cetera.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
General price point, what are you charging?
So currently I'm charging $4,000 for 3 months, which is new pricing. It went up. I had a 1 month offering, which was previously my most popular offering, and it was $1,000 for 1 month.
And, let me guess. People signed up, it was hard to convince them to sign up, and then at the end they quit.
They didn't quit, but they needed more.
Oh, did they sign up again?
No.
Oh, that's shocking. No, it's not shocking. Of course they did. They didn't sign up more. It's really smart what you did. You eliminated that price point, right? Yeah. A relationship coaching is not going to help in 1 month.
Yeah.
It's not. You need a long-term engagement. You need time to unfold and unpack all the stuff in their head.
Yep.
And they need time to go out and do it and unpack their own mental issues. So like if I'm working with a student, that's why I tell them like, don't join if you just want to start a business in 1 month. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And you're actually doing them a service by not serving that client base.
Yeah,
Make sense?
that's what I realized. So that's why that's no more.
Good, okay, good, so you're making the right steps.
Yeah.
So you had an over 10,000 a month, it's still a little bit choppy, it's up and down. People come to your site. Now you have a problem with your conversion rate.
Yes.
Conversion rate meaning people who come to your site versus the people who actually opt into your newsletter.
Right.
Tell me about that.
So they come to my site, they look around, they read some blog posts, they might watch a video, and then they're out of there. And I never to be seen.
Why do they do that? Why don't they just click the button? This is what I wonder every day of my life.
It's popping up in their face. Come on.
The law of the internet. It's so depressing. All right, well, we're going to look through some of your copy. First of all, I'm going to look at the opt-in, and it's pretty straightforward. It says, The Skeptic's Guide to Online Dating Success.
Yes.
There's a picture of a book.
Yes.
And
it's
then your
an ebook
headline.
that I wrote.
It's an ebook you wrote. The headline says, you could be meeting more men right now. Find out how.
Yeah.
And then they enter their email, and the button says, yes, I want the free guide.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
So, The Skeptic's Guide to Online Dating Success is what it sounds like. It's really targeted for that person who feels like, I can't meet a quality person online, or I tried online dating and it was a disaster, or I'm just too afraid to try it because I'm too skeptical that it's going to work. So that's who the target for that book is, and it's soup to nuts. Like, it's everything about your mindset, how to get good photos to avoid, how to write a good profile, what to include, what not to include.
Is this free or
It's free.
How interesting. Okay, I've heard two interesting things so far. Go on.
And then best practices online. So, how to basically, because my whole philosophy about online dating is that it's not really dating until it's offline. So
let's hold on to that idea for a minute. In the headline, you write, you could be meeting more men right now, find out how.
Yeah.
What do you think about that headline?
Well, maybe it's not so good now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, I mean, look, some of the stuff, sometimes I ask trick questions, I know we all hate it. Like, when I was a student, my professors would ask a question, I'd be like, maybe I got it wrong. They're like, you got it right. I was like, ah!
Yeah.
So I don't think it's horrible, not at all. But my question is, for those women who consider themselves undateable, no one hits on them. They haven't been on a date in how many years?
Yeah.
Your headline says, you could be meeting more men right now, find out how. What's my reaction to that as an undateable woman?
Well, I would want to know how.
Or, I don't believe you.
Oh, okay.
No guy hits on me. What is some weird online site going to tell me? Right? I am skeptical. Now you've made me skeptical. So we got a problem here.
Yeah.
On the other hand, let's talk about the women who want quality men. Your headline says, you could be meeting more men right now.
Yeah,
I don't need
want
more men. I got enough men. I got a problem finding the right man.
Yeah.
So we're actually not serving anybody here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it's terrible.
So it's not terrible. It's just understanding the strategy of, we start with who are we trying to serve, okay? That determines everything else. Most people start copy the opposite way. They start from the bottom up and they just write. They take what's in their head and they just drink a bottle of vodka and just vomit it out. All right? And we don't want to do that. We want to start by saying, who are we serving? And really get in their heads. Give me the first name of one of the undateable women you've worked with.
Susan.
Susan. Okay, so we're going to put Susan in our mind. Susan is how old?
She's 30, and she's never been in a relationship.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. So Susan is 30, and Susan has a set of characteristics, right? Susan is a little nervous about the time pressure. Susan's like, why are all my friends always going out and nobody talks to me? Blah, 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 blah. So we always ask ourselves, we do a litmus test. We do this at I Will Teach too. Sometimes we get too weird down the rabbit hole, and we're like, would Selena respond to this? Would John respond to this? And we zoom out. Would Susan respond to this?
No, probably not.
Tell me in your own words. It doesn't have to be fancy copy English. Just tell me in English. What would Susan want? Don't look at that. Just look at me. What does Susan want?
Well, Susan would want to know that despite her experience up until now, she is dateable.
Go on.
And I can show her how.
Okay.
I can show her how she can connect with guys, and she can go on dates, and she can have the same experiences as everyone else she knows who, meets guys and has relationships. And
you said three things. She can connect with men. She can go on dates. She can have the same experiences everyone else does. Which of those is the most powerful?
Same experience as everyone else.
Nobody cares about. No, I don't want to have the same experience. I don't care about everybody else. Try it again.
No, she does. She cares. Susan cares. She feels like an outcast. She feels like, why am I the only person who I know who doesn't go on dates?
I love that you're pushing back on me. So what does she want?
She wants to feel dateable. She wants to feel like she's attractive. She wants to feel like she has the ability to attract a man.
Good. And what would make her know that she has that? Was she going to wake up one day and her heart's going to be beating faster or something?
Yeah,
What's going to make her know that she can attract a man?
When she attracts a man.
Which means she gets what?
Dates.
A date. She wants a date.
Yeah.
She wants a date. All this feeling and stuff, that's process. What she ultimately wants is a date.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we want to focus on. We want to go from the clouds and like the heart is good. We want to be in the heart, but not too deep. We're like in the muscle of the heart. That was like way out there. We're going to get there, but we want to figure out what they really want. For opt-in copy, it's all about being super opportunistic. Opportunistic means they want X, I'm going to give them X. When a kid, they're eating lunch, what does the mom want to give them for food?
Like, vegetables and
salads,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
What do they want?
Grilled cheese,
Grilled
macaroni and
cheese.
hot dog,
Yes,
pizza.
boom. They want chicken nuggets. At this stage of the game for copy, we want to give them chicken nuggets. Okay, we'll show them we'll give them the kale salad later.
Right.
We got to give them the chicken nuggets. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
If we were going after that target, which let's just play along for a minute. You could choose your target later. Then I would say, there are a million ways you could do. You could say, meet Susan, who had never been in a relationship until she was 30. I showed her how to get her first great date in 7 days. Very compelling, right?
Yeah.
Way different. Now you try it. You give me
That's
another one.
super compelling.
What would Susan respond to?
Wow. Okay, so I'm not good at this.
It's the first time you do it, it's always horrible. It's just practice. It's just a skill.
Okay, so.
What's her problem? Tell me in plain English.
Her problem is she doesn't view herself as attractive. She's very smart and very accomplished, so that's what she leads with.
Good.
She leads with her
Resume.
with her intellect, and she completely hides and downplays the fact that she's even a woman.
Well, all of these are true,
Yeah.
but you're getting into the kale salad.
I am.
Those are, I know, because you've been so deeply embedded in this,
Yeah.
you want to start telling them all the deep stuff, but they're not there yet.
Yeah.
They're not there yet. You got to give them what they want. So let's just start with, what is her problem?
She can't get a date.
Boom!
Yeah.
All right, what does she want?
She wants a date.
She wants a date. And what does she want even more than one date?
She wants lots of dates.
Boom. And she wants even the options. Like the dream is to be like, no, oh,
Yes.
no, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm like, that's so good.
Yeah,
So,
it's really good.
so put it together for me. Give me the headline.
Can't get a date. I think that's a good headline, right?
Go ahead, keep going.
I can show you how to move from no dates to great dates or something like that.
Simple.
Yeah.
That copy can be improved,
Yeah.
but your idea is on point. You're being very opportunistic at this stage, which is the right level to do. You're basically, in very simple English, you just laid out her problem and you laid out a promise.
Yeah.
Super simple. Now here's the funniest part. That copy, technically it's not that great, it's not that sophisticated, whatever. You just came up with it on the spot. That copy would be like over 10 times better than what you have here.
Yeah.
Did you know? And you can measure that mathematically.
Yeah.
So we don't need to be Picasso with our words. What we need to do first and foremost is understand our customer and speak plain English to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can become a master copywriter. You could tidy up that copy. Of course you could make that better. But just give them what they want and your copy will become better.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense.
All right. I want to
This
point
was
out.
so helpful. Oh my God.
We're not even done yet. Trust me, we're just scratching the surface. I got a lot more. You got something on this ebook. You said The Skeptic's Guide to Online Dating Success.
Yes.
Knowing what we just talked about, what do you think about that title?
Well, for Susan, for that client, that's not compelling.
It's not compelling, and I want to tell you why. First of all, if we're just talking about Susan, it makes no sense. But even if we're talking about the person who's skeptical, that's a kale salad. Why? Because when I go to that site and I don't know anything about you and I see The Skeptic's Guide to Online Dating Success, what do I think?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's a really weird word to put there. Why? Why are you putting Skeptic's Guide? That's like me saying The Adventurous Guide to Online Dating. It's like, what is this doing here?
Yeah.
It raises more questions than it answers. So I'd rather either take it out or focus it on my market. I want you to rewrite that title for Susan. What would it be?
I mean, it could be like similar to that copy I just wrote, like the guide to getting a date.
Good, perfect. Give me another version. Same thing, same idea.
Well, this is specifically about online dating. So, you know, how to get a date online,
Good.
how to meet, for Susan, I was going to say like how to meet great guys online, but for Susan, I don't know, she wouldn't believe that.
Very good insight.
Yeah.
Very good insight. So there's a lot you can do here.
Yeah.
You know, it could be how to get your first date in 7 days. That's sort of very opportunistic.
Yeah.
Because when
I like that.
When I come to this site, even if you hook me with the headline, you know, I've never had a date in my life. I'm 30 years old. Now you're telling me that I'm going to get a date online. I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Everything in my life has told me that you're wrong.
Right.
And then I'm also thinking, maybe I could get a date, but I'm gonna have to change everything, and I'm gonna have to go to the gym for 2 years, and da-da-da-da.
Right, right.
And you're saying
No,
7
days.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's something about that. I think that I would further recommend that you don't give everything in this ebook away in terms of face photos and this and that. One thing. We wanna give them one chicken nugget, not like a
20 piece?
Yeah, not a 20 piece. Man, we're really getting on this chicken nugget example, but I like it. I love those things. When you're giving them an opt-in bonus, what we call a congruent carrot, we call it a carrot, it actually doesn't have to be that long. In fact, if you give them too much, it's actually a bad thing because you're basically giving them homework. Even if they like it, they signed up, and you can give them material, but don't give them too much. It's not that I'm afraid of you giving away free stuff. It's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
People would rather get one piece of content that is perfect for them than a 50-page ebook. Make sense?
Yeah,
So
totally.
cut that down, focus on what they need.
Okay.
All right, let's go on to your website. I wanna go to the home page of your website, and we're looking at it here, and we're gonna talk about the opt-in rate. You recently did a Facebook ad. Tell me about the numbers on that.
So in the past week, I've had about 800 unique hits from Facebook, from the 2 Facebook ads that I'm running.
How many opt-ins? It's okay. We all start somewhere.
It's not many.
Give me the number.
So I think the number is 12.
Okay.
So it's
pretty
really
low.
It's really low.
All right.
Yeah.
First of all, you definitely should not be ashamed. I have had the most laughable, embarrassing numbers happen to me. I once did a co-promotion with this newsletter. It had like 450,000 subscribers, and we wrote the copy, so we knew that it was good. And they were supposed to send it out Friday at 9 a.m. And I was sitting there like, I had the popcorn. I was like, my business is about to blow up. And like, I'm sitting there looking at the stats and I'm clicking refresh. It was like so comical. And like nothing's happening, like 9:02, 9:06, 9:12. And I asked one of my people, I'm like, did they send it out? And they go, yeah, they sent it out. And I'm like, how long does it take to send these emails? They had sent it out and we got less than 15 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
From a 450,000 person list.
Wow.
So, you know, sometimes you just...
That makes me feel better.
Yeah. Thank you. My misery is your salvation. So let's look at the copy on this site. So at the very top, there's a huge picture of you, and it says, helping people find love is my thing.
It is. It's my thing.
It's a nice photo there. You got the Today Show logo. Very nice. I want to read some copy. It says, hello, beautiful. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Francesca Hoagie, and I help amazing single people find love. Through my love coaching process, I help my clients get more clarity and confidence than ever before. They learn to effortlessly, that's in italics, effortlessly radiate what makes them amazing outward so they can attract the right kinds of partners.
Oh, God. It sounds so terrible when you read it out loud.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Look at this smile on my face. Now your misery is my delight. All right? We all have our place in this world. Now it's my turn. All right, listen. This copy is not good.
It's terrible.
It's not good.
It's terrible.
There's a reason people
I want a do-over.
Go ahead. I want you to write it here for me on the spot. Go ahead.
Oh, Jesus.
Just look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
If I look at that, it's too depressing.
Yeah. Who are we writing for?
We're writing, well, this is a good question. Am I writing to my, to my Susan, or am I writing to my Liz, who's, divorced?
So here's my recommendation. I think that you should think hard about who are your best clients. And you should try to get more of those, okay? And they should be ones that pay you and ones that you enjoy working with. Sometimes there's a lot of people who pay you money and you hate them. Yeah. You don't want to do that. I do think you probably need to make a decision. My guess, honestly, is that many 30-year-old women, let me put it this way, there's more women who have trouble finding the right guy than women who are undateable.
That's what I was, gonna say,
So that's it's like more common by a factor of like 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know too many women who are like, no guy ever hits on me. Mm-hmm. I know many more women who are like, oh my God, like getting a date is not the problem, I just have a problem finding the quality man. Agreed?
Yes, agreed.
So let's start with that in mind. Give me the first name of one of your clients who's in that situation.
Jen.
Jen, how old is she?
Jen is 37.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to write some beginning copy for Jen.
Okay.
What's her problem?
Her problem is that she can't meet the right guys. So she gets lots of dates. She attracts a lot of guys, but the ones that she attracts are not the ones who are going to give her the love and the commitment that she's looking for.
Let's get more specific. What kind of guys does she attract?
She attracts a lot of players.
I don't know anything about that. Okay, go on.
She attracts a lot of players. She attracts a lot of guys who kind of sweep her off her feet, but they don't, that's all they're gonna do. And
so she wants a committed relationship, I assume?
Yeah, and she keeps getting caught up with these guys who are not about that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I mean, I would love to write this copy. I got a lot to say about this. But let's stick with this. A couple of questions as we write the copy. Does she know she has this problem?
Yes, she now knows she has this problem.
Okay, and
she's been beating her head up against the wall, and finally she's like, okay, I think I have to. Are the only guys out there in the world guys that just want to sleep with me? Or are there actually guys out there who?
What does she call them? What does she call those guys? Good guys?
Yeah, are there good guys?
Oh.
Yeah.
And what does she say when you say something like, hey, like, that's a good guy? What is her reaction to that? Like, oh, look at this guy, this insurance salesman, he's like a really nice guy. What does she say?
Oh, she's got a lot of reasons why he's not the right guy.
Like?
He may not have the swagger she's looking for, or, he's not in super great shape.
Yes.
Or he's not, he's not super confident in approaching her, so she feels like,
he's not a man.
Like, I want a guy who's just gonna not be intimidated by me and is just gonna see me across the room and just
call me on my shit.
Yeah.
Okay, and does she perhaps say, he's nice, he's a little boring? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a few things going on here.
Yeah.
Give me a short version of what kind of copy you might write for this person. Just tell it to me in plain English.
In plain English, I would say.
Talk to me. I'm Jen.
You're Jen. I would say, forget about the players.
Good.
There are good guys out there, and I can show you how to find them.
Simple.
Yeah.
Now do it again in a different way.
I know that you're looking for love with a good guy, and I can help you find him.
Try it again in a different way. Give me 3.
Even though you have had your heart broken a million times, I can show you how to meet a great guy who will love you forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Already C+ quality copy.
Yeah.
But already better than what you got.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
This is magical right here. What's going on is you've chosen the right market, and now you're speaking to them. Could you improve the syntax? Of course.
Yeah.
But here we're getting real.
Yeah.
You're demonstrating your mastery of this market, of these women, and you're actually ironically helping them more instead of trying to appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give it a shot. I might say something like, the problem isn't finding men to date. There's plenty of those. The problem is finding the right man who's going to be a great fit for you. What do you think I got right on that headline? What do you think I didn't get right? Because I can tell you right as I said it. There's one part that didn't resonate. What do you think?
I think the part that resonated was finding the right fit for you. That part. Actually, I thought it was all good. I mean, it's all better. So it's all so much better.
Okay, it's better, but it's not. But we're looking for something that's really going to hit home.
Yeah.
For me, actually, I thought that the part where I said a fit for you seems more like a business term. Like women are not looking for a fit for them.
Yeah.
What are they looking for?
They're looking for love. They're looking for their
love.
soulmate.
Yeah. And this is where actually you, as a woman who speaks to these women, can really connect much more deeply than I can. Bunch of bros are not looking for. They're not going to say, I'm looking for love. They're not talking like that, you know?
Yeah.
So you know what's up. So we'll try that again. We could say, the problem isn't finding a man. The problem isn't finding more men for dates. The problem is finding the right quality man who can challenge me, intrigue me, and attract me. Something like that. It's not great, but it's sort of getting there. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We could also say something like, for women who are done dating players and ready to find the man of their dreams. Yeah. Oh my God. All right, now we're talking.
That was good.
Okay, so
good.
now we're talking. And let's go even deeper. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go a little bit deeper here because for women who have dated players, one of the first things they think is that you're going to lecture them on something like this. They think you're going to say, you need to stop dating all these guys and you need to go date that boring insurance salesman.
Yes.
That's what they think.
That's
right?
what they think. They think I'm going to tell them to settle.
Yes. So we need to preempt that before it even arises in their mind. We say, no, you don't need to settle. No, you don't need to date a boring guy. But I will show you what triggers you are unknowingly communicating to attract the wrong men and redirect them to finding the right man. Much better, right?
Yeah.
Little finesse we can do on that copy, but you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
You could just write that. You could just write what I said and put an opt-in box.
Right.
By the way, get rid of this webinar, like pick your date and time. Cut that out. It's way too confusing. Just say, give me your email address. Okay. I'll tell you how. Get my 7-day guide on whatever. Who knows? Right there, your conversion would quadruple. Okay. Copy doesn't always have to be long, but it has to be right. You know your customer. Demonstrate that mastery. Cut all the fluff. The only thing I really care about on this page is that copy, is your opt-in box, and I want to see your picture doesn't have to be that big, but I want to see that you're on the Today Show. It's really important. It allows you to stand out beyond everybody else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The rest of it, eliminate. These stock photos, get rid of it. Your blog post, you maybe just de-emphasize that. I don't want those pictures there because that's taking them away. I want the opt-in. That's how you write a simple landing page. And if you do that and people come to your site, I think you're going to see your conversions go way up.
I'm excited.
All right. Now, before we wrap, what surprised you about some of the work that we just did here together on your copy?
I think this is how my clients feel when I talk to them about their dating challenges. And it's something that they've been thinking about so much. It's so consuming to them. And it's so clear to me, like, how they're totally standing in their own way. So you just did that for me.
Awesome. Now, for other people who want help like you got, they can join our accelerator program where there's coaches on copywriting. And if they really want something like this, we have a platinum program where they come to New York and they can actually meet a copywriting coach who will work with them.
It's amazing. I feel like this just changed my whole business.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for coming
in such a short amount of time. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Ramit.
Great job.
That's great.